Back to coding world. So today in this video we are going to see how to create a postgres instance on AWS using RDS. Okay, so for that, like, I am currently on my AWS console. So if you click here RDS, or you can search directly from here. If you click RDS, you will land on the RDS homepage. From there we will going to create a database. So here, like, a lot of details are there, but we are currently interested into this database. Okay, so here if you click databases, I don't have any database, so I am going to create a database. So here, like, a lot of options are there. Let's start one by one and we'll create a database. So choose the database creation mode. We are going to create a standard. Then from this option, like, we are going to select which database you want to create. So here, like, Aurora Postgres compatible, like, MySQL, MariaDB, Postgres, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, IBM DB. So from here, like, we are interested to the Postgres. So I am selecting the Postgres. So it's auto populating all the properties. Here, Postgres is 16 version. Like, I am going to use a free tier. So here, like, what will be the database identifier? Database, let's say coding world. Coding world is my database. Username, let's say keep as it is Postgres. Password, I am keeping a password as a, okay, so I have created the password. Burstable classes, include the classes. I am keeping my db.t3.micro, which has a 2 CPUs and 1 RAM, 1 GB RAM. Network is like a 2085 Mbps second. So this is general purpose. Storage I am keeping as it is. Connectivity, don't connect to EC2 compute resource. Other setting, VPC I am keeping as it is. Then here choose existing. So database authentication, I am using a password authentication. Other things I am keeping as it is. Okay, I am coming down. Here some very important setting we have missed, that is like a allowing collection from the public. So I am clicking on here publish, because we are going to use from the local host, and if we keep that no, then we have to configure the security groups, and here there we have to pass our IP address and all those things. Okay, so now let me click on. So after giving a correct password, I'm creating database. It will take time to create your database. Let's wait for a few seconds. So finally we have created coding world as a Postgres instance on AWS RDS. And now let's create a microservice which will connect to this database and will do the CRUD operation. Okay, so I have created, like, I am on the Spring Boot initializer. Okay, so where, like, we have configured, I am keeping project as a Maven, language as Java, Spring Boot version 3.2.5, and coding world as a group ID, and I have added the Spring Web, Spring Data JPA, Postgres SQL Diver. These are the dependencies. So if I click, it will generate the zip file, and then we have to import that in our STS. Okay, so I have imported that in my STS. So this is the basic structure where we are going to create a CRUD operations and will connect to the database. So if you see here, Postgres, then Spring Boot starter, web dependency, and JPA. So here is our code. To make video short, I have coded this already, and I will explain you all the classes so that you can. And I'm going to share this screen GitHub. I'm going to upload this on a GitHub, and will share the GitHub link in my video description. This is a simple program, like a simple application. I have not did the fancy stuff here. Just like a skeleton, you can extend this. So I have, like, a first I have a bean. Okay, so I have product bean which has ID, name, price. Okay, then I have a getter setter. I have not used a Lambok here. Then I have CRUD repository. So I have a JPA CRUD repository, which is like a, which is So having like integer as a unique ID and primary ID and product as a main entity. Okay. So now like coming to the controller, I have two controller here. Basically, one is a save and another is a get. Okay, so I'm saving this and I'm using slash all, which will return me all the select saved values. Okay, here product CRUD repository I'm importing. I'm saving this, and in the end, I'm returning the saved object. Here I am using a find all, and I am returning the adding the list and returning to the like a get all API. Okay, now let me show my configuration. So here like I have like a JPA Hibernate. Uh, so Hibernate dialect, which is like in my case it is Postgres. Then auto DDL, like this is my Postgres URL, okay, which I have copied from our RDS. So if you see here, like this is my coding world as like a instance, and from this I have copied this. Port is this. Now the strange thing is that like while creating or instance, we have seen that we DB identifier as given as a coding world. But if I try with that, it is showing me error. So I am using Postgres. So internally, I think it is that under that DB identifier, it is creating Postgres database. And here I have given the Postgres username password. Now let me run this application. Okay. So if you see the log, it is setting the JPA. Okay, starting, adding connection, okay, connection for our Postgres, then completed. Okay, so that means like we have successfully connected to our database. Now let me show you two APIs which I have already created. So one is post and one is get. Okay, so this is my post API where I have already tried with one object. So you know that like in my product I have two fields, name and price. In price I am giving as a product, let's say product one underscore product underscore one, and price I am giving as a 123.50. Let me click on the send button. Okay, sorry, I have changed the URL, that is product slash save. So if I hit it, so it is getting saved with product underscore one, ID is created to, price is this. Let me call another get API which will bring the data from Postgres RDS one product. Let me hit it. So here also the API URL is changed, product slash all. Okay, here I got my two product which I have saved in AWS Postgres RDS. Okay, so this way, guys, we have successfully seen how to store and retrieve the data from the Postgres RDS. You can extend this application and do your development. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share with your friend. Thank you and happy coding.